coming down?
Well, you forgot the food. They'll be very disappointed.
Taking you guys along with us this morning as we set up a new fence for the moos and let the chickens out.
That's super helpful.
Is it really, or is he just joking?
No, it is.
Oh. I think everyone's keen. Maybe we're probably feeding him a little bit too much. I think that's why there's leftover feed in him. All right, here it goes. Release the Kraken. Hey Lucy. Shadow. What are you doing? What are you doing, Shadow? You gonna get out and eat or what? And this guy here is Chicken Wing. Chicken Wing the rooster. He's gotten quite big. He used to be our little tiny little rooster. And now he's the big guy. Yeah, true. All right, off to the cows. This morning I was talking to Megan and we're going to actually be taking these guys into the back paddock. So usually we rotate them all through here, all through this front paddock, and then end up back over here near the house. But for when I go away next and for the future, the idea is actually to have those guys follow the cows. The cows will go through the paddock, and then once they've gone through, I go over it then with the mower, and then after I've mowed it, I put the chickens on it, and the chickens basically spread all the cow manure and that. So I mow it on a high setting so it doesn't obviously explode the cow poo everywhere. Cow bottles, check. Yeah. Mr. Kookaburra, did you get a worm? Or you get a grasshopper? Oh, ibis. Ibis town meeting. Alright, so before we feed these guys, we're going to set up a new fence. Last night the cows got out. Talk about an adventure. Come on, Dolly. What's going on? Hey, Gus. What's going on, big guy? Hey, Dolly. I've got to set up a new fence for you guys. We'll be back in a minute, alright? Suppose it doesn't have to be exactly square, does it? I don't think the moos will care too much.
They won't go in because it's not exactly square. My only question here is how are we connecting this to the main line?
Along. So what I'm going to do is have another one and go from there. So this one thing will be electrified, but it will go from this section to here.
Yep.
And then
all the way up to the back fence.
Hey?
Up to the back fence.
Up to the back fence there, yeah. So we'll probably go out to like here somewhere. And then straight up the back to the fence.
Might be a root there, darling.
Yeah. Not there, there's not.
They're so much better than those white ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the difference, right? So these are an eBay special, and they're pretty, I guess, durable to a certain extent. But these here, these are plastic. So as soon as they've been in the sun for a week, and you got to do that, like the ground's really soft at the moment, so that's good. But when the ground's somewhat hard, and you got to do that, that just snaps clean off. We buy these in a, what do they come in, a 10 pack or something? But
well, you buy them singularly, but they do come in like a collective pack of 10.
Whoever sells these, alright, we'll say there. What does that say?
Do you need me to read it?
Gallagher.
Yes. Gallagher,
yeah, so Gallagher have their own range of electric fencing. This here is this is awesome. These are probably the best stake and good. Like you got a support stake in the bottom there. I don't know if it's steel runs all the way through. I don't think it is, but it does have. I'll lay those down there for a second. It does have a little stepping plate here and two steel rods, and they're not even sharp. They're like a blunt end. Those have got a point on the end, so I suppose that's a benefit to those. But these are really good. I haven't had any dramas with them at all. These look like really durable, and you can actually get replacement little clips as well. I've seen in the shop. Yeah. So
they're rated for the sun as well. So
yeah, UV resistant. Yeah. For what you pay, they're worth the money, I think.
If you're rounding up, it'd be about $10 each.
Yeah, $10
so I think they're
each.
about $9.75, but
yeah, right.
You know,
you can buy them singularly, as Megan said, but you can. When we bought these, they come in like a 10 pack, so you don't have to carry them each single one. It'd be good if they did like a deal where you could buy like 100 of them for whatever, but they probably would do that if you went
I think if you called ahead and organised it.
The trick with these is not to force it too much, right? So if it doesn't go in, it's not going in, which that one went in alright, but if it's not going in a spot like that, there's a rock there, right, or a root. Don't force it because you're just going to snap it. It's easy, just move it and give it another go. It doesn't work there. Give it another go, it doesn't work there. Come back here, move it around, doesn't work. There you go, there's the spot. Patience is key. That's all right. It'd be so much easier if we had a what do you call it, a roll for this, but this was like a makeshift roller last night when the cows got out and we realised the neighbour's cow was sick. We just definitely don't want our cows getting sick. We've already spent, how much money we spent on cows? Like on
about
vet bills?
$800 on vet bills so far.
And how long we had the cows for?
A fair while now.
Well,
5 weeks maybe?
Yeah, that's not a fair while. Fair while is like 6 months. Just cleaned up 2 sections here of electric fencing. It's going to be pretty windy, so I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me for this, but I'm going to show you how to connect these 2 bits of electric fencing. So run them over each other like this, right? So they're not intertwined or anything, right? That's the idea. This is actually a fishing line knot. I don't know what you call it, what the knot's called, but I know that, man, this is usually how you tie a braid fishing line to your normal fishing line or your leader. So you get this section, you've got 2 sections here, this one and this one. Hold your finger and thumb in the middle there and make a loop with this one, right? And then your tail goes underneath and through your loop, and you do that about 3 times, 3 or 4 times, depending on how many you can get, right? And then you've got your tail come back through the loop on the last time. And then what you do is you pull this line here, and it will tighten a little bit, right? So you don't want to tighten it too much to start with, you just tighten it that much. Then you get your other line and do the exact same thing. Go around, 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 and back through there, and you got your little tail there, you pull your tail out, right? Then you do the same with this one. You can pull the tail or you can pull this side here. So you sort of pull them both at the same time. So now you've got two sections here. What you want to try and do is hold your tails and hold your ropes and pull at the same time, and it creates a little knot that knots back on itself. So that makes a really good solid connection if you're looking for a good electric fencing connection. Now I've got to use these fence posts because I'm running low on these ones. So if Gallagher want to send us some, that'd be good.
Would we be sad if Gallagher sponsored us? Definitely not. But do we pay full price for our Gallagher? Hell yeah. I bring you gifts.
Oh, thanks. The bigger the rope, the more charge it can send through it.
Yeah. But the more expensive it is as well.
Yeah. Ideally, for a boundary line, so we use this as our boundary line, but for a boundary line fence, you want to use like steel, right?
Yeah.
Like steel, like what our neighbours over there use for their horses. They've got like a big, like 3 or 5 mil steel wire. Like that hits hard. But you need stronger fences for horses than you do cows anyway, I'm pretty sure. So they've never gotten out of their fences, so they seem to be going alright.
They've got permanent fencing as well though.
Yeah, that's true. But horses jump.
Yeah.
But then again, Gus jumped over this yesterday.
I was
He
shocked.
Jumped, man. Did you see how high
yeah.
he jumps? He jumps high, man. And he's only a little calf. Imagine if he was full grown. You see him do that, you'd go, oh damn, run! He's going for taking our life. Somebody think of the children. Done myself a mischief here.
Don't you hate when that happens?
That's the story of my life lately. It'd be a good catchphrase for my life. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Dolly's rearing to get out.
Yeah.
She wants that grass.
She's gonna run out of here and go, what? And then not know where to go
different.
when she first comes out.
Cows are definitely creatures of habit.
Yeah. Definitely.
Babe, did you leave the scissors somewhere?
Yeah.
I will go and find them for
Alrighty, so that's that all done. Now, just sort those cows out. I'm going to wrap it up here, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.